Record should reflect that Ms. Ross is here pro se, having been previously qualified to act as such. Mr. McRoberts is here on behalf of the people of the state of New York. Any legal reason why sentence cannot be imposed, Ms. Ross? Anything you'd like to say?
Yes. I actually have a lot to say, but I'll try to keep it short because this has all been very long and very difficult for many people. No, me. And actually, I wish I could walk around with this, but anyway, in a way, this is very easy for me. It should be easy for me. That's, I guess, what I mean. Because I mentioned before, my father was a German Jew. He was in Munich, and he had to leave in 33 at the age of 15 because he'd beaten up the leader of the Hitler Youth, and he would get on a bus and open up a big Zionist newspaper and really, getting under their skin. And somebody told him that he better leave before it was too late. So that was very early years. And then when I grew up, he was saying, well, why must you always be the one? Well, because he always was the one. Although he was not totally on the page of nonviolence, I would say. But my mother was. And she actually went to a Quaker school. And she was very much of a peaceful person. And I guess that part of that is how, as a social worker, I do peaceful conflict resolution, and I teach kids and other groups different ways of getting along, communicating, cooperating, problem solving, finding other ways to solve our problems other than violence. I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in it at all. So it's very easy for me. I know what I need to do, and I believe in the Geneva Conventions, and I believe all the religions and all the wisdom and all the laws are telling us what we need to do, which is love each other, share with each other, be fair with each other, just like you're trying to be fair with us. So it's easy for me, and still it's very hard to get arrested, and I have been extremely anxious about this whole proceeding. So I don't feel very prepared for this either, even though I studied law and diplomacy. And I was legal secretary. So all I need to say is, it's very easy for me. It should be, because everything tells me this is the right thing to do. And still, getting arrested, what to speak of going to jail, which I'm not ready to do since I have a funeral I'm going to on Saturday, my aunt's. But even then, all of this should be a very easy exercise in knowing what to do. And still it's hard. So how much harder for somebody who is not employed as I am in peacemaking, but who is employed in upholding the state? And when the state is wrong, to tell the state that it is wrong, or to at least not hold people guilty for doing what's right, or to put people in jail for doing the right thing. Now, I've said that before in teaching people. That's what happens. Sometimes people can go to jail for doing the right thing, and the history is full of it, and as you said, but it doesn't have to be that way. But it's so much harder. It's hard enough to stand up for what's right. How much harder when you are employed in upholding and even upholding illegal actions by the state? How much harder is that? I don't need to tell you, no. And especially because you have to wait right here. So it's not just what you decide today, it's what's going to happen over time. But it's also what's going to happen over time to the children here, and to the life here, and to the lives and the children and all the people in this world. Are we all going to be under a reign of terror, of drones in the skies that are making us miserable? Where violence, we have a state that believes in violence. It was grounded in violence. The Howardsons, people's history of the United States, we started off with violence. We have gotten more and more violent. So it's very hard to recommend to kids that they or people on the street, or people who are angry, that they don't resort to violence, when the state does. But still, Judge Gideon, with the bomb, I keep thinking there is a bomb in Gideon. Is that, no? I think I'm wrapped into slum like that.
B-A-L-M.
Yeah, like as it's
Bomb,
something
yeah, a bomb, which is stupid. Now, it is, yeah, there is something like that. But, Judge, you have been very kind, and you've been very fair in listening and in hearing all the arguments. But the thing is, that what people are going to get from every, as Harry said, who's in the will, is more decision to acquit, or even, how much harder, I said it's so hard for you to decide in our favor, how much even harder to just change your mind about sentences that you even put out already. And you said there's a format and all this. All I can think of is when they say, who was it when there was civil resistance or divine obedience, or whatever we want to call it. Nonviolent direct action is what I'd like to call it, or power, a force more powerful. When they said, forgive the fracture of forgive the fracture of what?
Good
order. Of good order. Forgive the fracture of good order. That's what we need to fracture of good order, because business as usual is killing innocent people. And that is what we're doing. So I'm ready for my sentence. But I'm not ready to go immediately if that could be avoided.
Sentencing judgment is court, I will sentence concurrently on each of the convictions of disorderly conduct, 1-year conditional discharge, conditions being stay out of further trouble with the law. I am imposing a $250 fine, $125 surcharge. I am serving you with a summons with notice that if you willfully fail to pay that, then it will be converted to a civil judgment, and I'll ask the court then to serve that upon you. You do have the right to appeal the sentencing judgment in this court. If you wish to, you have to file a notice of appeal within 30 days in duplicate with this court, then to effect the appeal at the county court. The form is available on the New York State Court's website as well as through the court office. Call the case of People versus Marcus Cabelia Carver.
Just one thing, I just want to say, Your Honor, I believe that we're all learning and growing all the time, and we're just looking for our next steps, and I hope